A land of impossible landscapes and hidden wonders. Jagged peaks pierce the clouds, mist drifts through ancient valleys, and lakes shimmer like molten glass. Beyond the bustling cities and famous landmarks lies cliffside temples, secret forests, and landscapes shaped by myth and time. Today we're revealing 10 hidden wonders of China you won't believe exist. Number 10. Zhizhaiguao Valley. Hidden deep within the Sichuanmin Mountains, this valley feels almost unreal, like a fragment of the dream the world forgot to keep. The glacial lakes shimmer in impossible shades of blue and green, their water so pure you can see ancient tree trunks lying beneath, perfectly preserved like nature's own fossils. Waterfalls spill from sheer cliffs, scattering fine mist that catches the sunlight and vanishes before it reaches the forest floor, leaving the air cool and soft with pine-scented calm. Local legend says a goddess once broke her mirror here, scattering pieces that became the valley's 118 gem lakes, each reflecting the sky in its own way. Walking along the trails, the world's noise seems to fade completely. Only the gentle rustle of pine needles, distant breezes, and the faint flutter of prayer flags hung by Tibetan and Qiang villagers who have protected this sanctuary for centuries. Number 9. Zhangzhuaizhai National Forest Park, Hunan Province. In Hunan, stone towers claw at the clouds. Hundreds of sandstone pillars as thin as spears and as tall as skyscrapers, suspended in drifting mist. This is Zhangjiajie, where the mountains rise like petrified giants holding the sky on their shoulders. Some stand over 1,000 feet tall, yet taper to knife edges, impossible shapes that defy gravity. They inspired the floating Hallelujah Mountains of Avatar, but standing here is stranger, the silence pressed against your ear broken only by distant bird cries echoing between the spires. A glass elevator clings to a cliff face, rocketing visitors skyward, until the world below melts into a white ocean of cloud. Up here, the peaks seem to hover weightless, their shadows slipping across the mist like creatures of another realm, patient and alive. Number 8. Ruyi Bridge. Strung high between mountains and Zhejiang, the Ruyi Bridge curves through the air like a living ribbon of light. It twists and loops in midair, its glass-bottom path showing the valley floor dangling hundreds of feet beneath your shoes. Its shape echoes the Ruyi, an ancient talisman of power and fortune, but walking it feels less like crossing a bridge and more like defying nature. The wild screams between the cliffs, clawing at your clothes while the sunlight flickers off the glass in shards. Each step is electric, your heart pounding loud enough to hear as the world drops away beneath you. It doesn't just link two cliffs, it drags you into the sky, into a place where terror and awe coil tightly together. And if these first 3 haven't already left you stunned, hit like and subscribe, because we're just getting started. Number 7. Yellow Mountains, Huangshan. At dawn, Huangshan emerges from the mist like the spine of a sleeping dragon. Granite peaks spear through clouds, their jagged silhouettes glowing gold as the first light of day spills over them. Twisted pine trees cling to sheer cliffs, their roots clawed deep into the stone as if defying centuries of storms. Stone steps carved into the mountain centuries ago snake along ridges so narrow the wind seems to push straight through you. Clouds surge like ocean tides far below, swallowing entire valleys, then tearing away to reveal endless blue sky. Artists, poets, and emperors have climbed here chasing something they couldn't quite name. Number 6. Yuanyang Rice Terraces. On the emerald shoulders of the southern Yunnan, the Yuanyang Rice Terraces unfurl like ribbons of molten glass, carved by the Han people over centuries. They ripple down the slopes in thousands of mirrored steps, catching the sky in each shallow pool. At sunrise, the terraces burn with reflected fire, pinks, golds, and scarlets shimmering as the mist peels away. In summer, they shine with emerald shoots. In autumn, they blaze bronze beneath the sinking sun. Fog drifts through the gullies, dissolving whole sections into nothing, leaving only floating fragments of color and light. Number 5. Fin Huang Ancient Town. Hidden along the slow green sweep of the Tuijiang River, Fin Huang seems carved from memory itself. Wooden stilt houses hang over the water, their lanterns glowing soft and amber as dusk slides in. Stone arch bridges curve gently across the river like sleeping animals, their reflections rippling with every passing oar. Cobblestone alleys wind through clusters of carved doorways and quiet courtyards perfumed with incense and wood smoke. Somewhere a lute echoes faintly, the notes drifting like smoke over the water. Local legend says phoenixes once circled here and never left, and in the mist that lingers along the river, it feels like they still do, unseen but near. 4 remain, and they are the most otherworldly of all. Make sure to like and subscribe because the best are yet to come. Number 4. Mount Emei. Rising over 9,800 feet from the Sichuan Basin, Mount Emei is a mist-shrouded realm where clouds seem alive, drifting through dense forests like wandering spirits. Stone stairways twist up the slopes endlessly, each step bringing the traveler closer to the sacred. Waterfalls spill from moss-covered cliffs, scattering droplets that cling to skin and hair like whispers of the mountain itself. Monkeys peer from hidden branches, curious yet watchful, as pilgrims tread the ancient paths. More than 30 temples dot the landscape, their bells tolling softly through the fog, mingling with the scent of incense. At the summit, the golden temple perches above the clouds, glowing like molten sunlight. Below, the colossal Lashen giant Buddha watches serenely over the valley. Number 3. Wudang Mountains. In Hubei, the Wudang Mountains rise like sleeping dragons, their peaks curling through the mist. These sacred Taoist lands are the birthplace of Wudang martial arts, steeped in centuries of philosophy and devotion. Ancient monasteries cling to cliff sides, their red and gold halls gleaming faintly through swirled fog. Lanterns line twisting stairways, their soft glow illuminating bronze temples where incense smoke drifts endlessly in spirals. Legends tell of Taoist immortals ascending these peaks, seeking harmony between body, spirit, and nature. Walking through the mist, the air hums with quiet power, as if the mountains themselves are aware of every step. It's almost as if the time feels suspended here. Number 2. Harbin Ice and Snow Festival. Every winter, Harbin transforms into a luminous empire of ice, where the frozen Songhua River becomes a stage for imagination. Towering castles and intricate sculptures rise from blocks of ice, glowing with neon lights that refract into thousands of colors. Frozen slides twist between crystalline towers, while enormous sculptures of dragons, phoenixes, and mythical beasts loom over the city. The air bites at every breath, sharp and cold, but the beauty commands attention. Lanterns shimmer across the snow, and the faint sounds of footsteps echo in the stillness. For a brief season, Harbin ceases to be a city. It becomes a dream carved from frost, a fleeting kingdom where winter's chill transforms into wonder. Number 1. Mount Laozhan. High above Henan Province, Mount Laozhan pierces clouds with jagged peaks, reaching over 2,200 meters into the sky. Named for Laozi, the ancient philosopher who shaped Taoism, this sacred mountain is dotted with golden temples that glint in sunlight like suspended fire. Pine forests climb the cliffs, their needles whispering secrets on the wind. In spring, blossoms erupt in brilliant color. In autumn, the slopes burn gold beneath their fading sun. In winter, snow muffles the world into silence. From the summit, valleys shrink in distant shadows. Clouds drift between peaks, and for a moment, it feels as though you stand not just above the mountains, but outside the world itself. Mount Laozhan is where spirituality, nature, and legend converge. So which of these spots blew your mind the most? Let us know your pick down in the comments below. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.